Hello everyone, this is the 48th video of my database management systems question video series. Starting from question 44, we started special series about DDL queries. Uh, Today in this video, I also going to continue that question set. So without further ado, let's start that question. Okay, here's the question set 48, and this is the first part of our question. But before starting the task, I like to show you the database we create earlier. We created a database called Runabim SCHDB. Here is a list of all the databases in my MySQL server right now, and this is the database. Runabim SHDB is the database we created for this video series, and we use that database to store some data of a school. And then I like to show you what are the tables we created in this database. Before that, let's select this database, use, and then the database name Ranabima SCHDB, and show tables. Here these are a list of these are the list of names of tables inside my database Ranabima SCHDB, and there are tables like student table, subject table, teacher table, and student has subject table, teacher has subject table. We also enter data to these tables inside in the previous videos. Let me open the ADSQL browser and show you those data here. In the student table, these are the data. We are in Ranabim SHDB, and student has subject table, and then the subject table which contains all the major information about the major subjects, like subject name and the subject ID uh, in this school, and then the teacher table, and then the teacher has subject table. Okay, and now let's start our first task. uh, Change the first name of the fifth student on the student ID card to Amanda and make the relevant query. Okay. Before uh, changing any data, let's see what are the data already existing in the student table. So we can write a select query to show those data. Select asterisks from student. Okay, here are the data. There are data about 6 students who study in grade 9 in this school, and the fifth student is Almeida Moses. The first name is Almeida. We have to change that name to Amanda. You can see this record is already existing in the student table, so we can't use insert query. We have to use an update query. So update, then we have to mention the database and the table name, but we use the use keyword and select our database, so we need to mention only the table name we are going to update. So in the student table, we need to update the student table, and then there's a keyword called set, and then we can mention our attribute and the values, the updated values. So in first name attribute, we need to update the first name attribute as Amanda. Then uh, we have to mention the specific record we need to update the first name. So to do that, there's a primary key. Student ID is the primary key. Let me show you uh, that one quickly. In the student table, you can see the student ID is the primary key, so we can use that one. uh, Here's the keyword where to mention our condition, where student ID is equal to number 5. So here's the update query, and let's execute this one. Okay, query okay, one row affected. So we can view the updated table using the select query, select asterisk from student. Okay, here you can see in the previous table the first name of the fifth student is Almeida, and now it changed to Amanda. Okay, we complete the first part and then move on to the second one. Teacher ID 2. The first name of the teacher should be changed to Kamal, the last name to Senadir, the gender to male, the phone number to this one, and the email address to kamal@gmail.com. Make the query for it. Okay, let's see what are the data already existing in our teacher table. Let's write a select query, select asterisk from teacher. Okay, here the record uh, sorry, the teacher ID number 2 is this record. The first name is Piumi and the last name is Boteju, and gender is male, sorry, gender is female. So this row contains a female, contains the details of a female teacher, but uh, in this task they uh, want us to change this data to a to the details of a male teacher. So let's change those details using the update query. Update database and the table name, the teacher table, set first name as Kamal, and we can separate uh, the attributes using this comma mark, and then comma symbol, and then the next one, the last name attribute as Senadira, then again comma, then the gender table as male, contact number, phone number is also the contact number as this one. Okay, and then the email as kamal@gmail.com. Okay, and here's the complete update query, but sorry, we have to mention the specific record we need to update. So we have to use the where keyword and then the teacher ID. So where teacher ID is equal to number 2. Okay, here's the complete query. Now we can execute this one. Query okay, that means our query executed without any errors. So let's write a select query to view the data in teacher table. These are the updated data. Okay, here you can see the record uh, of teacher ID number 2 changed to a details of a male teacher. You can see gender male and first name Kamal, last name Senadir, and email and the contact number changed, and but the teacher ID and the teacher register number didn't change because we didn't update those data. Okay, now let's move on to the third part. search for Ruan Rajapaksha teacher ID using the teacher table. Create the relevant query. Okay. Now we have to search some data. In this case, they gave us the name of the teacher and we have to find the teacher ID. Uh, the name contains two parts, the first name and the last name in teacher table. That's how we stored the name of a teacher. So uh, select, we don't need the asterisk mark, we don't need all the attributes to output as the result, we need only the teacher ID. So output only the teacher ID from. Now we have to mention the database name and the table name. We are already using the database Runaway SCHDB, so we don't have to mention that database name. We can just simply mention the table name. Data is in teacher table, and we have to uh, filter all the data in the teacher table using the first name and last name. Uh, so first name should equal to 1. This keyword called n, if you use the keyword n, we can add two conditions. So to filter the data, it needs to be the first name as Ruwan and also the second name as Rajapaksha. So uh, both of those conditions will consider when uh, the query output the result. So last name should equal to Rajapaksha. Okay, here you can see it output the teacher ID as 3. In the teacher table, you can see the uh, teacher ID number 3 is the teacher Ruan, first name and the last name Rajapaksha, and gender male, and these are the details. But in this query, it will only output the teacher ID. Okay, here we complete the third part of our question. Now let's move on to the fourth part. Find the teacher ID of the teachers who teach science. To do this, search the teacher table and the teacher has subject table. Okay. In this case, we have to find teacher ID. Actually, teacher IDs, there are more than one ID because they mention teachers, and uh, through this the teacher table use the teacher table and teacher has subject table, but they mention to search. That means we have to write search queries to both of these tables. You can use the inner join method, but that what the inner join do that when the query execute, it will uh, merge both of those tables, the teacher has subject table and the teacher table. But if you use the subquery method, you need to write two search queries to get the answer. So let's use the subquery method to get the result. But actually there's an error in the question. You can see they told us to use the teacher table and the teacher has subject table. Let me show those two tables. In the teacher table, that contains details of the teachers, and teacher has subject table contains the contains a record about which teacher teaches which subject. But in this case, we have to search the teacher IDs of the teachers who teach science. So we don't need teacher details, and the teacher id is already in the already included in the teacher has subject table. So if you need to search the subject, search the details in subject name, we have to connect the subject table, not the teacher table. So that's the error in the question. We can correct that one when we write the query. So let's start writing the select query. Select for now asterisk from here's the first one. We need to output the teacher id. So teacher id is in teacher has subject table. So teacher has subject. Then we can write our condition where uh, in teacher has subject table, the subject id should equal to now we have to write the subquery. So when the subquery execute, it should output the subject id of the subject science, and that id will compare with the subject id in the teacher has subject table, and it will output only the details of the teachers who teach science. So let's write a select query again. Select this time not asterisk, we need to output the subject id. So we can directly mention the subject id and select subject id from uh, subject table where subject name is equal to science. Select subject id from subject where subject name is science. So this will output the subject id, and that id will be compared with this one. Now we have to change the asterisk marks to output only the teacher id. So let's change this one to teacher id. Teacher id, and then let's execute this one. Okay, here you can see this is the output, and it output the teacher id of the teachers who teach science, and those ids are 4, 2 and 3. Let's see the database quickly, and you can see the subject id is number 3, and in this teacher has subject table, the subject id number 3 is corresponds with the teacher id 4, 2 and 3. So that means our answer is correct, 4, 2 and 3. Now we can move on to the last part of our question. Create a view named view subject with the view to view all the subjects. Use the subject table for that. Create the relevant query. Okay. Uh, in this case, we have to create a view. We create views using the HDSQL browser in previous videos, and we also talk about what are the queries and how to use those queries. I'm not going to go through all the details in this video. So let's write our view. Let's create our view. To do that, there's a query create view, and we have to mention the database and the table name, the view name, but in this case we are using the database Ranavima SCHDB, so we need only to give it a name. So uh, create view subject, and then this keyword called and as then we can write the query, the select query to output our data, and those data will store as a virtual table. We call that table view in uh, databases. So uh, let's write our select query. Select. In this case, we need only to show the subject names. In the subject table, you can see we have to use the subject table. In the subject table, there are two attributes: subject ID and the subject name. But it's that view only need to show the subject name. So select subject name from subject table, and that's the query. And we can create this one query. Okay, and let's see what are the data in our view. So let's write a select query again. Select asterisk from let's mention the view name, which is view subject. So if our view created, it will output the names of all the subjects in the subject table. Okay, here you can see this is the output of the view subject table, and these are all the names of subjects, and that means we create our view. Here you can see I use the show tables query, and this time it's showing all the table names and the view name, the view subject in the table list in our Ranabim SCHDB. So that's how we complete the final part of the 48th question, and that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.